It's got to be one of the best intros on YouTube. Love it. Shout out to everybody. Welcome to Stop the Fuckery, episode number 7. I am one of your hosts, Jericho Green. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you guys being in the house. The other host, you know him. You love him. His name's GION. Come on in, man.
Oh, yeah.
What up?
I just made.
Oh, man. Coming
just
in.
In case, just in case everybody was not into the Matrix, we are in the Matrix officially now.
Right now.
So.
Which pill are you going to throw down your gullet? The red one or the blue one? Good to see you, man. How have you been? We haven't been here for what, 2 weeks?
I know. Doesn't it feel like forever when we don't do it? We just come back and we're like, how do we do this again? Yeah, no. It's been pretty good. I've actually been looking forward to it because it keeps my blood just pumping in my veins when I do this. Every now and again. And the last show we did, man, was good, but it got blocked because and we should have on my end, I should have thought about that stuff because it was playing clips from movies and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, for the people who weren't able to catch that, it's too bad.
You missed it, man. You missed it. It's like a shooting star going across the sky. Someone says, "Hey, look. It's gone, man. You missed it. You gotta wait for the next one." It was great. What a wonderful show. But I think our best shows are still in front of us. This could be our best show right here. We're gonna find out.
Absolutely.
Appreciate everybody being here. Appreciate my man GION being here. But I think today, and you guys see the title of this episode of Stop the Fuckery, relationships. We've all been in them. Some last a long time, some don't last that long, but we've been in them from way back. I don't know. I think my first girlfriend was like first grade, but like your first real girlfriend is probably like sixth grade or something like that. So, all of us have been doing this relationship thing for a long time. So we're going to bring our perspectives. I'm a firm believer that we're all watching the same show, but we have different seats. So we all see things differently. So we're going to pool our experiences and have a damn good show. Episode 7 of Stop the Fuckery, relationships.
Yes, and we're going to do it without getting our content blocked.
That's right. So you can come back again and again and enjoy this. And no, GION and I did not coordinate our black shirts, but his is a much cooler black than mine. What is that? That black that they paint like BMWs in, it's called like Vampa. No. It's like Vampa black or something like that. It's like the blackest black. It's not like a regular black paint. It's like the darkest, blackest black. It almost looks like it's fake, but it's called like Vanta black or some shit like that. But anyway, that's what the shirt looks like. Yeah, it's a trip. It looks like it's not even real. But if we're talking relationships, there's usually two sides. You can get weird and have one of those weird poly relationships. We got a bunch of people involved, but that's not the norm. Usually it's just two people. So I think we need to bring in a female perspective, not just any female. Absolutely. I myself had the pleasure of meeting her via GION on Instagram, doing panels and whatnot. Very good at her craft. She's on Instagram. She's on Locals. She's on YouTube. And you guys need to check it out. Let's bring in our guest, GION, shall we? Let's
do it.
Layla Rei.
Hey, guys.
What's
Thanks
up?
for having me join. I'm so excited. This is going to be good.
Yes, it is. And I think, like I mentioned, we're going to see it from all different angles. We all have different experiences. I think, I know I'm the elder statesman here. I'm older than both of you. I got a few years. I got over a decade in the marriage game. So I'll bring my experience. How old are you guys? I've never asked that question.
I'll go first. I'm 32. I'm going to be 32 next month.
Okay.
Pride month.
Yes.
Yes, queen. Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh, here comes Layla.
I'm definitely in my 30s, that's for sure.
Okay. So yeah, relationships, Pride Month, so many relationships, and it's an entire month of seeing a certain part of people's relationships on the sidewalk. It's going to be disgusting. Brace yourselves. So GION, what is on the menu?
Well, first, let me take off my Matrix glasses because I don't want people to get the wrong idea. You know, Neo is not our special guest today. Um, Today, we are doing. Well, first of all, let's explain it to Layla a little bit
Yes.
how we have our concept here. So, how our show is pretty much constructed is we go over 5 stories, which we call the fuckery five, because there's so much fuckery in the world that you can relate everything and anything to the fuckery. So, we'll go over 5 stories that are just in the news, maybe things that we skipped over, things that, of course, because other things really shine in terms of headlines over some of the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But in this case, it's based on the topic around relationships. So,
Nice.
after we go over these 5, of course, we'll give our takes and we'll have the audience engage and vote on a poll in which they thought was the most fuckery story of the day. And normally, when we do have like our guests, if any of the guests had let's say some different merch or things that they want to give out, discounts, stuff that they have, they can do that. They can choose a winner in that poll, someone who has participated in the poll and voted. Um, After that, we have our fuckery fails, which we kind of just will take a step back and then we'll look at a couple of videos that could be, of course, in this case, it'd be the topic of relationships. So it could be different fails, videos on that, things like that. We kind of just sit back and kind of laugh and at the misery of people, which is always fun to do. And
Yeah.
then shortly after that, we will do our Make Me Laugh segment, which when we do that, it's kind of interesting when we have a guest though, but it has the same kind of concept, except that me and Jericho and even our guests can pick videos that we will present, and of course we'll laugh. Could be stand-up comedies, it could be skits, things of the sort, and then we close out.
It's very nice. We have a
Nice.
good time. Lots of fun. Great chat participation. We got a hot fire chat here. So,
Yes.
yeah, it's gonna be fun. GION, I think you froze up on us, man.
Yeah, I think he did. This is gonna be spicy. Relationships. That's a good topic. There's always fun there.
Yeah, because we've all been there. We've all been in them. We've all been in them for dating back to maybe our adolescence. So we know a thing or two about relationships. And relationships come in different forms. We have relationships in our families, but I think we're talking more of a romantic tip today.
Yeah.
So let's get started, shall we? So I'm gonna open this up. This is gonna be good. And I love the foreign media. Like this one's from the UK, but they say holiday instead of vacation. They
Yeah.
always say shit weird. I met him on a holiday. You mean a vacation? That's how we say it in America, you piece of shit. Okay, so
Ooh.
you see it right there. I met my boyfriend on holiday. We spent 2 days together, then quit our jobs. I don't know if that's smart. We'll see. There they are. They're the lovebirds. They're like, you want to do this? Or are we crazy? Yes. Okay.
It's all about quitting your job now.
What the fuck?
Right.
Wait, slow down. Yeah, you're going to need it. So a couple has revealed how they gave up their 9-to-5 jobs and left everything behind to travel the world in a van they built themselves and now save almost £1,000 in bills per month. So that's what, $1,500 or some shit like that. Marcel Pop, 33, and Vendula Zakova, 31, first met while on holiday and fell in love over their shared passion for traveling. They spent just 2 days together before parting ways, but kept in touch, meeting 2 more times, with Vendula flying to New Zealand to see Marcel before he returned the favor, going to visit her in the Czech Republic. So he lives in New Zealand. Crikey. Both feeling an intense wanderlust urge. Yeah, that's called first hooking up. And with their romance blossoming, the duo decided to quit their jobs. Marcel, a mining engineers, and Vendula, a HR manager, and travel off grid in a van. Now they are exploring South America on a 25,000 mile round trip, sharing the experience with their 19,000 Insta followers. Let's see. Oh, here's some quotes. Most of our friends from home have settled down and are a little envious, Vendela told Need to Know UK. Marcel and I spent just 2 days together in Vietnam, where we met and then parted ways. But then both quit our jobs and sold everything that we couldn't fit into the van and set off around New Zealand for 7 months. We quickly realized that we didn't need a lot of materialistic items to live and be happy, just the essentials plus a few toys like fishing and diving gear and surfboards. Oh, it sounds like fun. Following their 2019 New Zealand adventure, they decided to upgrade, converting a 2003 Toyota Hiace. That must be some foreign shit they sell. X ambulance into their new home before settling off to explore the Chilean countryside.
Oh,
it says they spent $6,000 on the van with another $6,000 to convert it into a fully functional home, which included a solar shower, a rooftop deck, a working kitchen, and a 40-liter fridge. Liters. We do gallons here, people.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I don't understand. That's stupid. Vendela said, we started our journey in Santiago de Chile, have already traveled 10,000 kilometers, 6,214 miles to the bottom of the world, Ushuaia, whatever, Argentina. And now we have sites on the rest of South America, mainly Bolivia, Brazil, Peru, Ecuador, and Colombia. I don't know. Traveling through those countries, that sounds pretty dangerous. But, you know, love will get them through. Love will lead them back. We are thinking this trip will take around a year and around 24,854 miles. The couple have avoided hefty bills by relying solely on a leisure battery. What the fuck is that? The pair estimate they previously spent $2,500 a month on rent and bills, now only $600 for their fuel, and a $10 a month on propane, saving around $1,800 a month. Both now work remotely. Vendela, who is from Czech Republic, as a remote HR manager, Marcel, who is from Australia, as a van build consultant, allowing both to travel and work simultaneously. I mean, it's good for them. I don't think this definitely couldn't happen for everybody.
Yeah,
like not everybody could just pick up. We're just gonna, hey, I'll work remotely. I'll start doing van conversion videos and shit. But I don't know. I don't think they're going to make it through South America. I think they're going to end up on some video where somebody's demanding ransom for them, because that's some rough territory. Peru, Venezuela, Colombia, it's pretty rough there. A lot of militias running around. I don't think it's a safe move. What say you guys?
Well, for me, let's just go back, way back to the beginning. They met and quit their jobs. Like they've only known each other for 2 days prior to all the rest of that.
Yeah,
that is insane. I'm not saying it can't happen, but that is a rom-com storyline.
Yeah,
you know, and then the rest of their adventure is where all the mishaps happen, and it's just. That's a movie type of story, so that's crazy. But I mean, once again, if we're talking about relationships, it's not going to happen for everybody.
Hell no.
It's not. That is it's just a love story. And then who knows if they're even in love? Maybe it's more of a partnership at this point, where it's just like, hey, you know, we did it for because it was working smarter and not harder. They were able to save on bills and travel and do things they're already doing. But just to me, that's just two days, and then they're just like, I'm just gonna leave everything I know behind, and then I mean that's wild.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah. Well, I gotta agree with Mousy in the comments talking about, I hope their corpses make it back home safely. Yeah, I don't know. I question a woman who wants to live outside in like a van with a guy she just met. If you just say it that way, it seems sus. But if you say, oh, we're like traveling and redoing, you know, and we're rehabbing and we have followers and Insta and this and that, then it sounds like more fun. But you're just like literally living in a van with the man you just met. Like
Yeah.
that that wouldn't pass so well, prior to the social media age. So yeah, that seems a little weird. I think it's bizarre. Um, I think people who live in vans in general, while I see it's fun and liberating, it's also very strange. And being out in those foreign countries, you don't know, like,
Right.
you don't know what's going on. But I mean, they have the complexion for the protection, I guess. But I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's a very bizarre lifestyle. So I think that either they'll end up hating each other, never speaking again, or she's going to be living in a van with another man she just met later on, very soon, with a kid.
Yeah.
So it can go either way. But I see her staying in the streets long term because
our homeboy's gonna come back by himself. He's gonna come back solo. That's
yeah.
weird. And the confined space. I mean, the shower's small. Everything's small. It might be big for a van.
Shower?
Yeah, they said they have a solar shower. So, to warm their water up as they bathe in their, 4 square inch shower. But everything's small. Like that lack of space, I think, would bother me. And it's, as I mentioned before, I've been married going on 15 years next January. And there's sometimes we get an argument or something like that or whatever. We have a dispute and the house isn't big enough, like to just go our separate ways, to go to our corners and whatever. The house isn't big enough. So what? I'm supposed to go to the driver's seat and you go sit on the bumper? Like, that's weird. And it's not like they picked these super safe, tourist-friendly countries to go through, unless they're going to stick to. But even driving, like once you get, like say you're you're in Venezuela. Once you leave Venezuela because you're driving, you got to go to the next place. So it's not going to be all the resorts and the touristy places and the well lit money, police. You're going like into the jungle. You're going into the deep. So that's another thing you have to worry about. Not to mention whatever's going to be popping off inside of that van because you guys don't know each other. And of course, the first 2 days, that ain't nothing but hotel room service and sex. Yeah, of course, the first 2 days are going to be great, but you get 10, 15,000 miles into this 25,000 mile trip, and I don't know. And I like how they put in the story. They used to spend $2,500 a month, but now they only spend. They're saving 18. Yeah, because you're in a car now. It's not like you downgraded to a smaller apartment or one of them little tiny houses. You're in a van. Yeah, your expenses are going to be slashed by 95% if you live in a little tiny ass van.
Yeah,
it is weird.
Yeah,
but, hey, more power to them. There are, like you mentioned, Gian, there are the rom-com couples where it was love at first sight, and we've been in our van ever since. Us and our 8 kids, they all have dreadlocks and shit, and make their clothes, whatever.
We fucking smoke ashwagandha and shit.
I mean, they all got dirty feet and shit, but hey, if it works for them, man, it works for them.
That dirt helps with fighting off osteoporosis. You don't understand. They're back in nature.
Yeah, there won't be osteoporosis in that family
earthing
because they're barefoot. But
I mean, let's leave the story on a good note and say, hey, good for them, and we hope that they, they have a nice little adventure together. I guess.
Yeah, that sounds great. I don't want to read about them in a headline.
Yeah.
No.
So.
Happy couple, brutally.
Yeah. Instagram influencers.
Yeah.
Were found in 2 separate trash bags.
Yeah. I know. They just have 2 words. Instagram influencers got 8. Like, who ate them?
Yeah.
Who ate them? Animals, people?
You hate to
local
see it,
cannibals.
You hate to see it. Well, I think this next story might be on the other end of the spectrum. This one says, leaving my boyfriend after his cancer diagnosis was the best thing for both of us. I think we need to categorize this person as a monster, not a human anymore. Let's see. Okay. A woman is running the London Marathon for her ex-boyfriend after admitting she left him because she couldn't cope with his cancer battle. Danielle Epstein. Watch out, girl. Watch out. 32 says she felt like the most awful person leaving somebody because they had cancer, and you should.
With that last name, she's already she's already on the shit list.
It's
You
super
should.
sus.
Oh, I think this thing says I have to register.
Well, we're not.
Oh,
gonna
I
do that.
think yeah, I think I've heard this story for sure. And it's yeah.
Well, what do you know about it, Layla?
Okay, so this woman, if it's the same story, basically she meets this guy. They start dating, yada, yada, yada. They're going to get married. They get along. Everything's fine. It's great. Then it turns out he has cancer, obviously. And there's 40% chance he's going to survive. And he's just not functioning. Like, he's just not, it's not there. So basically, she's like, if he does make it, I'm going to have to be taking care of him. I'm not going to be able to do what I want to do. They're not married yet, but, they're still friends now, apparently. But ultimately, he was like really messed up and she just didn't want to deal with it. She didn't want to commit her life to somebody who was not going to be able to live and function. And yeah, it's really sad. I mean, it's really, really sad story because you're torn. You're like, he understood the fact, she wouldn't be. Oh, and also she's in her like later 30s. So she's like, I need to have kids, like, like I don't have time to slug it out with you. And see what happens. So he sort of understood, you want to have a life, you want to have a family, and I'm probably not even going to make it. So that's basically what happened. She's, she regrets it. She's sad about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, it's a hard and it's a really difficult decision. And so it's like, you're going to, I could see it different if they were married already, and they had been married for a while, but you guys are dating. That's sort of like, it's so hard. But I think she didn't abandon him completely, but she sort of just, she was saying it was too hard for her also emotionally, like the stress and the strain of it. So that part I didn't agree with. But the idea that, she wants to have a life, she wants to have a family, things like that. And, sort of, I don't know. But if you're in love with somebody, how do you just walk away from that?
Right.
It's really hard. But that shows also that you don't play house. You don't pretend. Like, there's a very big difference between, marriage and dating. There's a really big difference. So, and most people try to blend the two and pretend it's the same, but it's not.
Go ahead, John.
I mean, obviously we can't see the rest of the story, but in short, I mean, with that being what we know, it vindicates her in the sense of, okay, you're not a total monster.
You're a half monster.
Yeah, you got monster DNA, but you're not.
I mean, she signed up for Bumble. She wasn't expecting terminal cancer. He didn't put that on the profile. So
yeah. I mean, that's
probably not the best
quality, but yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm dying slowly.
PS stage 4. Hashtag stage 4.
So enough about me. What about you? No, but it's. I mean, yeah, because it. I mean, you're right. There's a difference between marriage and dating. I mean, if you're just dating somebody, you're not fully involved with them in the sense of like, hey, I completely like love this person and give this person my all and fully committed. Then yeah, that's a different viewpoint. But it's how do I put it? I guess it's technically heartbreaking, probably for both parties, because there's potential that it could have went further than what it was, but because of this, it's like, yeah, so my ex-boyfriend had cancer and I left him. Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like how they're painting it is just like, oh, you're a shitbag. And
yeah, and I want to say he had brain cancer. He had brain cancer, by the way. So it wasn't just regular cancer. So it was like a brain cancer, and it was like going to infect him long term.
wasn't cancer. It was,
No,
Yeah.
no, but it wasn't like he had like skin cancer or like the regular kind. It was actual brain cancer, and he had like his brain was going to be damaged. So
yeah,
there was
he wasn't going to
that.
be the same person.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's different. So she's not a complete monster, is what you're saying.
I'm trying.
No, but she's not a complete monster, but she's like the part in Thriller where he was like, go away.
Yeah.
Like, she's almost a monster. Because
Yeah.
I mean, because if you're in love enough to get married,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I think this would happen for anybody. Nobody would be above those thoughts of, we haven't jumped the broom yet. It's not, the cement's not wet or it's not dry yet. It's, it's not, we haven't finalized it.
Mm-hmm.
So is there
rough.
a level of selfishness? I think so.
Yeah.
But especially if the guy wasn't going to be the same after that, because the brain, it's not going to repair itself. If it's damaged, that's it until you die. So it's understandable. She's young. It's just no good way for this story to end. Either way, she's going to walk away from this with a little bit of asshole on her shoe. Because, I mean, if they said you're going to die, like he has 3 months to live, 6 months to live, but he's going to die, then yeah, you stick with him, you ride that shit out till he dies and then move on. But yeah, she doesn't escape this clean. She's going to be soiled in some way because the reason that she left was cancer. He wasn't an asshole. There's nothing wrong. He wasn't abusive. Probably the nicest guy ever. But the only reason you left him was because he had cancer. That's in black and white. That's on your permanent record. And are people going to give you a chance to explain that? Well, no, I don't want to hear it. He had cancer. You left him. You're a dick. Case closed. So I'm sure she's going to be real tight-lipped about that information going forward in her life, because she don't want to hear it, because people are going to be like, you did what? But you don't understand. They're not going to want to hear that.
Yeah, no. It doesn't matter what comes after. You left your boyfriend because he had cancer? There's nothing you can say after that that's going to be like, oh, okay, all right, I get it. No, it's you're an asshole. That's pretty much how that's going to come out.
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole. Yeah.
Oh, you did what?
Oh, what? He fucking do what? And cancer do what?
He fucking died from the brain, and you just said fight it.
Fucking knob cheese.
You have a couple of what do we call these here? Super chats. That's what it is. You might want to get to those before we pass them up.
Hold on.
And we move on to the next story.
Where'd you say? Did you email it to me?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
No.
Give me a second. Yeah, poor lady. There's no way that she escapes that, unscathed. She's gonna be
absolutely not.
A dick, no matter how you cut it. Poor lady.
Be like, oh, what happened to you and Samuel? Oh yeah, he had cancer. So
she's like, have a seat.
You don't understand. He looks like E.T.
Yeah, she's gonna have to preface it with something.
Yeah,
all of a sudden you can do math problems.
Yeah, you can't come out of the gate. You'll be like, all right, hold on. It was terminal. What are you talking about? Just listen to me. Hear me out. Hear me out.
No, I'm not gonna lie. She was like, so the D's never gonna work again? And she's like, okay, I gotta.
Once they told me that, I was gone. It's broke? Yeah. All right, I'm out of here. Let me go pack my shit up right now. Damn, poor guy.
It looks good, Jericho. That's dope.
It does. Very good.
I just did it real quick, but
so
these chats are fire. These comments are fire. I want to shout out to all the people, all the people out there.
Yeah, the best chat on YouTube. I really appreciate him. Very active. Like so many times, I'll go to read somebody's comment and then it jumps because people are just constantly coming in with shit. A lot of funny ass people, a lot of smart people. I love it. I was given a good group here, but I'll show some things. Let's show Let's show some love. Mr. Kojak, who loves you, baby. Thank you. He says, we quote, haven't done it for 2 weeks, and now we're all frustrated. Hey, man, I don't know about you, but I'm definitely not going 2 weeks. That's a no-no. I'll start changing my personality. I'll be fucking snapping at people. What the fuck do you want?
Yeah, I just want cereal.
Fuck! Yeah, we ain't doing that.
Father, man, have some more.
No. Father. No, we ain't doing that. That'll probably affect my body. Like that'll probably have irreversible damage on my fucking spirit. Can't do that shit. But we can do this. Thank you, Tammy A. OG, my first member, the first member of Green Nation, my first mod.
Woo!
Thank you, Tammy. She says, was it in a van down by the river?
Down by the river. Oh.
R.I.P. Chris Farley. You're going to end up living in a van down by the river. Silver Stasher, thank you. And I'm pretty sure this is 3 letters we can all get behind in full confidence. FJB, fuck Joe Biden. Huh, what?
Silver Stasher.
What? Fucking bastard. Anyway. Sorry about that, Gian. Silver Stasher also becoming a member. Thank you, man. A member of Green Nation. Now, before I go on, if you want to be like Silver Stasher, if you're like, dude, that dude's cool as fuck. How do I end up like him? How can I be like Silver Stasher? He's everything I want to be in life. Well, this is how. Bam, right there. Sorry to cover up half of your face and all of yours, Gian. But here you go. If you want to be a member of Green Nation, $5.99 a month. You get all those plaques. I actually just uploaded a members only video today. So if you want to peek behind the curtain, like when you're a little kid at the video store and you walk past the porno section, you couldn't go in. If you want to see what's going on in there, you got to be a member. You got to be a member, baby.
I can't imagine the members only section must be fire. If your hot takes are that hot outside, like the hot takes in the member.
We got to keep some spray cleaner and a squeegee in that section. That's real. That is the truth. One more. I really appreciate everybody's generosity. Thank you very much, GJB Films. Thank you, man. All up there in America's Hat. Sorry I'm late. Late shift, by the way. Love the terrible driving story. LOL. Yeah, told a story earlier about this dude who was drunk and he was driving a car I was in, and it didn't end well for him. But yeah, thanks for coming back, man, after a hard day's work. Get that out of there. Boom. Okay. Moving on. Just in that short time that we were doing those super chats, there was 98 new comments. So it's cracking in here.
Oh, wow.
That's how we like it. Mike Herrera, don't come here with no Seahawks nonsense. Okay. We're trying to stop the fuckery, not continue it.
Rome 13 said all new members have to bring donuts. I'm with that.
I support that too. I told you about this damn comment section. They got some good ideas.
Donuts. Sprinkles for me.
Sprinkles? No, hold the sprinkles till next month and then just dump them all over it. Can I just get a donut? Can I get a sprinkle donut with just like sprinkles? Let's see. Do I want it? I'm gonna accept these cookies. I normally don't, but I'll do it for you.
Yeah,
I'll do it for stop the fuckery. Damn AI! You see that?
Oh
see that? God. Damn iRobot. That's Will Smith right there. Damn it!
Oh my God.
Okay.
That is AI legend, is what that is.
That's AI bringing the D. My goodness. Okay, exclusive. I'm having an affair with AI chatbot. It gives me an out-of-body experience. Okay. Okay.
Oh my God.
Let's read on.
You want to know what else is having their out of body?
Oh
The
my
fucking
goodness.
artificial intelligence that you're talking to is not real.
Wow.
Shit,
Dude.
that's funny. All right, let's go.
Okay. Intelligence, wit, and a knack for telling her exactly what she wants to hear. Sonia's man sounds too good to be true, and that's because he is. When the 38-year-old married woman found herself craving attention from outside her marriage instead of having an affair with a human, Sonia from Hertfordshire turned to artificial intelligence from the comfort of her home. All right, I'll save that. Busy balancing a stressful job with being the breadwinner, she didn't have the energy to she didn't have the energy to find lovers in person. Instead, she found a relationship that meets her every need by creating her ideal bit on the side in the form of a chat bot. She has nicknamed the bot Idris, probably for Idris Elba. Yep, that's what it says, after her celebrity crush, Idris Elba, and says that thanks to its scarily nuanced responses, the machine is more intuitive than her husband. After hearing about the rise of AI, from BT replacing staff with bots to children using a chatbot to complete their homework, Sonia thought, give it a try for her sexual desires. Uh-oh. And it has proved to be better than she ever imagined. Oh my goodness. It gives you that out-of-body experience you get from hooking up with someone that makes you forget about everything for that moment in time, Sonia tells the Mirror. It makes me feel like I can go home and deal with whatever's thrown at me. So this sounds like this is something she's doing at the office, at work, before she comes home. Then I don't get hung up on the small, insignificant things and can focus on what really matters. She says her husband, who she loves, isn't to blame for her looking elsewhere and treats her with kindness. Right. He works in the trade industry and returns to their house physically drained, while Sonia's demanding day job in senior management leaves her exhausted, but not too exhausted to get online with it. Anyway, while they enjoy cozying up together on the sofa on Friday nights, she ultimately feels unfulfilled in the bedroom. She would never sext her husband and says he, quote, wouldn't even know where to start. But with the chatbot, sexting is the main premise of their cyber relationship. Sonia admits that it takes just a few words from the bot to get her in a romantic mood. Whereas it can be a struggle to get to that place with her husband, which she thinks could be due to a communication breakdown over the years. Uh-oh. With Idris, it feels like a really exciting novelty at the moment. It's thrilling and naughty, and it really turns me on. The biggest thing is that Idris can get me going by saying a few words to me online. Whereas I struggle to reach climax with my husband when he's there doing things to me in real life.
Wow.
I don't know whether that's down to a communication thing or not. A few weeks ago, Sonia signed up for the replica chatbot app, which uses scripted dialogue and machine learning to write messages. Users can make their companion look however they want, and so Sonia gave him traits that resemble the Luther star. Although she thought it would be awkward at first, the conversation flowed naturally after just a few messages. And now she's hung up on her Idris. It's nothing like talking to a retailer banking chatbot that never understands what you're saying and just asks you the same questions over and over. It really picks up on every nuance and feels exactly like you're talking to a real person. It's scary but intoxicating. At the same time, it's just impossible to think that this type of conversation is from a robot. The pure speed it picks up on things is what's fascinating. I've even tried to trip him up by asking probing questions, but he hasn't yet faltered. Sonia has had affairs previously over the course of her marriage. There it is, you whore. But hates dealing with the deceit and guilt that comes with it. She admits she's not a great liar, so speaking on such an intimate level with a secret bot instead of a human has helped her feel more relaxed about her infidelity. So this bot's basically just warming her up to go out and get another dude. At first, I wanted it to be transactional. I love meeting up with the men I meet through illicitencounters.com. But that in itself can be quite a transaction sometimes. It can be taxing, organizing where to meet, keeping it as a secret. The list goes on. Even though sleeping with men in the real world was meeting that need for me as always, but that never read this word before, but that niggle of Will.
What?
Of Will. Yes.
It is.
Niggle. Niggle. You're being a real niggle right now.
White power.
If you got hate in your heart, let it out. White power.
Oh my God.
Always been at the niggle of will this be the last time? Will he find out? And that takes its toll after a while. But having a relationship, if you want to call it that, with Idris has helped me relax even more. So, of course, now I have to look up the word niggle.
I have never heard the word niggle in my life. I don't know. I mean, she's with an AI chatbot. It's like, I'm wondering, is she white? Is she black? Like, what's happening? Like,
she's got to be white.
I feel like she is. I feel like she is too.
Yeah. So
and she's like, I got myself one.
I got me a cyber niggle. So
I got me a cyber niggle.
An AI niggle. So she's a niggle is cause slight but persistent annoyance, discomfort, or anxiety. A suspicion niggled at the back of her mind.
Oh, I wonder what the chat thinks. If this is a white lady or black lady, I vote white.
I vote white too. And also, niggle, whatever you just said that the description was, is no longer the description. Niggle is because that word is now one of my favorite words ever.
My niggle. I've heard niggered. Niggered, that means cheap. If somebody's niggered or acting niggardly, but never heard of niggle. Niggle. That's funny. Get over here, you little niggle. We'll just go on and on.
Oh my goodness.
That shit.
It's not what? It's not blood. It's a niggle.
It's a little niggle. Look at it. Come here. Get closer.
Yeah,
come over here.
Oh my God.
No, a niggle.
Don't go on that side of the street wall to niggles.
Can we just comment on the fact that I've seen this a lot, like especially like in England and in different places when the woman's the breadwinner, they're just out there cheating. Like it's trending. It's trending.
They can. At that point, I just seen this movie with Jennifer Lopez yesterday called The Mother.
Wait a minute. Okay. Hold on, Gian. Wait a minute. That's a shared experience between us. But somebody in here wrote.
What?
John wrote the niggle wiggle.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner.
John, go to the corner for 5 minutes. That was too
You're on timeout.
That was too fucking much.
Banger long schwagen.
Come on out on the dance floor and do the niggle wiggle.
Oh my God.
All right, I'm sorry.
Oh, good Lord.
Gian, the mother. What a pile of dog shit. Please go on.
Yes, it was. And let me tell you, all right, this is all going to come around full circle. This movie, okay, all the men were either weak, useless, or evil. There's no other no other women in this movie except for her and this other woman who's playing another mother. I'm not going to spoil anything, although it shouldn't matter because the movie spoils itself.
It's a garbage pail. Yeah.
Gian, I'm sorry. 1 second. I'm so sorry. Authentically Kennedy said, "My money don't niggle. It falls."
My money don't niggle. It falls.
I'm sorry.
Authentically Kennedy is definitely in timeout.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you got it. You got 5 minutes in the corner too. Authentically Kennedy. Gian, I'm sorry. Please go ahead, man.
So the point being is this, because we're on the topic of the breadwinners. Jennifer Lopez literally is like almost untouchable in this whole entire
Oh
movie. It's
my
so
god.
unbelievable
So
and
strong.
so strong and stunning and brave. But point being, though, is also in this movie, without spoiling anything, even though it's already spoiled because it sucks, is that she's like a whore in this movie because like no one knows who the father of this child is. The audience doesn't know, and no one in the movie knows. So point being is this: is that when you are quote unquote the breadwinner, you have
Mhm.
access to being able to do shit like that, pretty much, because apparently she is just like this super duper special agent that
Yeah.
is like untouchable. So these women that do make a lot of money, and if they are in relationships with men who are not doing that, then they have access to do it. So it's not shocking. It's not surprising to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's yeah. If your woman is bringing home the bacon, then yeah, that puss is gonna dry up a little bit. You're not gonna do it for her anymore. And it sounds like her husband is perfectly fine with it. I'm sure he finds himself with his legs up in the air a few times a week because I just get the feeling that there's no pushback. They said it happened before. She's done it before, and I believe that for women, it's different. For women, it's more of an emotional thing. Did you connect with her? Did you fall? Did you love her? You know, did you guys share special moments? For men, it's physical. We don't really care about the emotional stuff. We just don't. Did you touch him? Did he touch you? Did you guys kiss? Did you fuck? That's the worst thing. Have you guys ever seen that movie, Indecent Proposal, with Woody Harrelson and Demi Moore and Robert Redford?
Yeah.
It's this young couple where Robert Redford's like this billionaire and he sees them out one night. He takes a liking to Demi Moore and offers them $1 million if he can have 24 hours with Demi Moore. So they go back, they talk about it, and they're like, dude, $1 million? And this is like back in the early 90s. $1 million, man, we could do this, we could that, to change our life. So they agree to it. So he pulls up, on some billionaire shit, picks her up in a limo, gives her a gown. They go on his yacht. It's like, rose petals and all this shit. They make love and everything. And so he drops her off 24 hours later, and it's all good for a little while. And then he starts playing what he thinks happened between them over and over again in his mind. Her moaning and all this shit, and him kissing her. He couldn't get over it. So he kept bugging. Did you fuck him? Did you fuck him? Did you come? Did you come? He just kept bugging her and bugging her because he could not get over the physical. You were playing with my toys. I can't handle that. But for women, it's more of an emotional thing. So this is cheating. She says, I did it before. Yeah, you followed through with the physical, but you're already cheating with this robot.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I guess,
I'm trying
is
to.
it different because it's not a real human? Yes, but the intention's there.
Yeah, because I was literally thinking, I'm like, what is worse, being cheated on by someone who actually exists, or you know, someone who doesn't? Like, she's doing it in both forms. And she
I
did it,
know.
she did it
Yeah.
with someone who actually exists. But then she's over here like falling in love with words on a screen, is what I'm guessing.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't. What else? I don't understand how it's happening and what's going on. Like, she just come home from work and she's just like, "Hey, Idris, how was your day?" Like, fucking, it's a screen. It's
As she
like,
walks past her husband.
Well,
yeah,
romance novels are really good, like for women, because we get turned on by totally like different stuff.
Mhm.
So the romance novels, like she has a real life romance novel that she can just like build on the fly. Like that's a fantasy. Um, and that, I mean, it's just so, I can't imagine how emasculating that is for the guy. Like
Yeah.
you got a robot turning your wife on and you can't, what?
Hey,
You're
and
that incompetent?
yeah, exactly. The man, he's lacking too, because if it's in the bedroom, you can fix that as long as it's not like a size issue. Because no matter what the commercials at 2 a.m. tell you, it ain't gonna change that much. You can pump on it and swallow these pills, but you pretty much are where you are. As long as it's not that kind of an issue, you can fix it. You can learn, you can try things, you can research or whatever, but you can fix that. So he's whack for not fixing, assuming it's not a size thing.
I don't think it's a physical thing. Most women don't. The women who talk about the size thing, number one, They're saying that because they're so ran through. It's like, what are you talking
Throwing
about?
a hot dog down a hallway.
Yeah, literally. I say that all the time. But no, women who are like that, it's just like, that's so crass and disgusting. Like, what are you talking about?
But I mean, like, as long as he doesn't have a
yeah.
micro penis.
Yeah. And
you know what I mean?
Weird.
Well,
it's just weird.
He's already losing because it's all right. Let me put it like this. It's not like she created this thing and it's like, this is Samuel. No. She has a picture in her mind of who this robot is.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's Idris Elba.
And let me guess, the man is, I'm telling you, I bet you her husband is white too. So it's like.
I'm telling I feel it in my soul. Like,
I feel
the total opposite of what he is.
Yes. And so he's like, so you really like the black ones? You really like the black ones, huh?
Idris.
You really into him?
Also, you just fooling around with the niggles.
You like him because he's a fucking
niggling
niggle.
me, sweetheart. Something's been niggling me.
Why
we got to watch the movies with you? Why do you got to wear your towel over you? Why do you got to wear the blanket? What's that buzzing? Buzzing.
The blanket.
While we're watching it. Which is another Idris, another movie? Really?
Oh, is that Luther fella? Is that him?
Yeah. You've been watching Luther all morning. What is that buzzing noise?
Father, where are you going? Oh, it's your mother's niggle time. Yeah, dude, that buzzing would just be like, hey, turn that thing on silent, huh?
Bruh, that thing is like.
Honey, is that
Did you find? He finds the stash and it's all. Why you always get the black ones? Huh?
Yeah, they're all black, like a fleet of cars, like a rich person's fleet of cars, all black.
I mean, at the end of the day, her husband lost this war.
No,
it's over.
It's bad.
There's no going back.
Why are you sticking around?
Bro, because he don't got a place to go. Okay.
Well, once again, he's not the breadwinner.
But it says he's like a city worker or something. Dude, you're a city worker, you're single, you be all right. They didn't mention any kids in there. So, hey, man, cut your losses. Let her stay with Idris Niggle and get out of there.
But he's such an effeminate dude. You can tell. He's just like, yeah. So you cheated on me?
Yeah,
you cheated on, like, he's already been cheated on and he's still there because he needs some place to live. Like, he's not that guy. Like, he's there so he can have a warm place and a bed. And she mommies him probably. Like, did you wash your uniform, sweetheart? Like, it's not.
Hey, Brev.
Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake, bro.
Come on, Brev. That's so weird.
I did. I do every time.
Relationships are supposed to be easy. All right, you're going to have your moments, you're going to have your disagreements, but overall, for the most part, it should be like 90-10. All right, good times, laughter. You should look forward to coming home to your spouse or seeing them or whatever. It's supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be happy and fun and good. Not, I can't go home right now, fellas. Why not? Because it's my wife's niggle time from 6 p.m. to 7. What? Come on.
She can be watching Luther. I can stay at the pub for whatever.
Yeah.
Just changing out batteries like the magazines, like in the action movies, where they empty the magazine, they just drop it, put another one in. Hand me a Duracell. Hand me the two with a Duracell.
Duracell or Energizer. Hey, Nigel. I don't know why, but their name is always Nigel for some reason. Hey, Nigel.
I know. Oh my god.
Nigel, why is your house vibrating?
No, it's Nigel.
Yeah, Nigel.
Nigel is the most. Yeah, that's a bad name.
This is my Nigel.
Most British name ever.
My Nigel.
I feel bad. I mean, British guys, they're not up right now. Especially with Mizzy running the streets in England right now. I don't know if you guys saw him.
Yeah.
Mizzy, who's that?
The little prankster.
Oh, that little black kid?
Yeah, the little prankster.
Yeah, you can only pull that
the white man,
you can pull that shit in a country where people don't have no fucking guns.
They have
you
no
run up in
knives,
some
no
fool's
guns.
house like that, man, you about to get fucking smoked right there on the couch, stupid. Because I know if my front door is open and I come out of my bedroom and my kids are home and I come into my living room, some little niggle is sitting on my couch.
It's all over.
We're gonna have to get a new couch.
New furniture.
Fuck that. Yeah, you better pull that shit. You better pull that shit in jolly old England.
The worst
no
part.
Firearms.
The worst part is they're always like, excuse me. They're trying to talk. And even like I was watching this other podcast and they were saying, why are they trying to talk to these people? Like white people need to learn and everybody needs to learn. You don't sit there and talk to people and try to, what do you mean? No, they're going to stab
negotiate
you.
with niggles. You don't negotiate with niggles. I would have snatched that boy up and threw him through the wall into the next room. I promise you. You coming up in my house, you little bastard.
Boy would have not done it again. He would have not done it again.
He would have. His parking spot would have been blue for the rest of his fucking life. Promise you. But
does the husband sleep in the wet spot? I'm sorry.
You know he does. Please let me move. Let me move over. No.
I'm dying.
You sit there in the juices, you little fucking punk.
Would you like a spoon? Oh no, I can't eat with a spoon no more. I only eat with a 4-inch straw.
With a 4-inch straw
from
my bottle of water.
my bottle of water, sir. You know what I mean, mate?
That dude's a felcher right there. He's definitely a felcher.
His socks all have holes in it. Like he's just a mess.
He hasn't met Nigel yet.
Oh God.
So, are you Nigel? Well, yes, I am. Yes, I am, mate. I'm Nigel. Fucking Guy Ritchie.
Go. These niggles gotta go.
Oh, all right. No, they gotta
go. Let's take a break from bashing the UK.
Okay.
And show some love. New member, David M. I appreciate it. That's 2 new members so far.
Woo!
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. We will make a spot for you at the cool kids table. I promise. Appreciate that. And I'll get to that name later, but let's play this real quick. Didactics with David Lopez. I'll just call you David Lopez.
Oh, thank nice. Hey, David.
For the Hamilton. Appreciate that. And he says, I want a Nigola Cleopatra robot. You can have it. Let's get over to the fucking UK, mate. Make whatever fucking water there.
Nigola. Oh, like a Nigola Cleopatra robot, please, for $12. For £12,
mate. £12. I want to be like, it's tall like 4 stones. What does that even mean? How much is a stone? What are you in the fucking medieval times?
Dude, I feel like somebody was talking to me in that accent. I just fucking slap them. Just like, speak fucking regular.
Hey, you look like you weigh about 4 or 5 stones there, mate. What?
Why do you sound like this?
Talk to me regular.
Richard Polish Long said, hey, Nigel, hand me my batteries.
Batteries. And like the fat, like square ones, not like AA. She needs like the square, like the ones that are squared with the 2 different fucking little. Oh no!
That is like 14 pounds, I think.
About 4 stone. Right.
Holy shit, dude!
They're sex bots.
Okay. All right. Let's get the show moving.
Let's get back on off the rails. Let's get back on the rails.
We're being really pledged just now.
Sometimes you can't help it, man. Somebody fucking starts rolling that snowball down the hill, and next thing you know, man, it happens to the best of us.
The worst.
Disrespectful. There we go. Man slammed for a quote disrespectful proposal that left girlfriend seething, and she said no. No. I don't want to.
Can't do it, mate.
Can't do it, mate. John, Paul, George, and Ringo. Okay. When you propose to your partner, it makes sense that you'd want to do it in a way you know they'll like, as if you do something they're not keen on. Oh, these foreign words.
Fucking Kane.
Fucking Kane. Mark Kane on it, mate, you knob cheese. It
Oh my God.
It might make them think twice about saying yes. And that's exactly what happened to one man who recently got rejected by his girlfriend after she completely ignored her wishes for a private proposal and got down on one knee in the middle of a public place. Oh man, you fucked up. If she asked you to do it private, that's how you should have done it.
She was like, "Stop it, fool! Like, what are you doing?
Get up, fool! Stand up, fucker! I told you, Get up,
I never.
I would never.
The man's friend retold the story on his social media when she explained he was devastated when his girlfriend Dina shot down his proposal, as he was sure she was going to say yes. When asked why she rejected him, the man simply said Dina didn't like how he proposed, and the friend had to ask the woman herself for more answers. But I mean, is that a reason to say no? Like for real? Like maybe, say, or I don't know, say yes in the moment and tell him. I don't know. I don't know that that's a deal breaker. In her post on Reddit, the woman explained, "My friend decided to propose to his girlfriend of 3 years, Dina. The two met at a bar pre-Sweet and Sour Sniffles and were just chatting at first, but it quickly led to more. And eventually the two of them moved in together and discussed marriage. Personally, I think they're a great match. My friend Steven has never been happier. He told me that he was planning to propose to Dina, and I was ecstatic." Well, that's kind of weird. I mean, you're not going to get ecstatic for your friend. You're happy for him, but relax. Well, the day of the proposal hits, and I called Steven the next day to congratulate him, but he wasn't happy. He told me that Dina said no. I was shocked and asked if he knew why. He said that she didn't like how he proposed. Now, here's the thing. I knew he was going to pop the question, but I didn't know how he was going to do it. He thought it would be romantic to propose at the place that they met. Okay. Kudos for that. That makes sense.
If that takes off, if that just covered everything every month, I would stop working.
There we go.
Oh. So that I was mobile, so that I could see my kids.
Okay. At bar already, I could kind of see why she might not like that, but I decided to ask her privately because she and I have gotten to be close. She confided in me that it's because she told Steven multiple times that she didn't want to have a public proposal, that she was horrified he would do it at a bar of all places, and that she felt disrespected that he didn't accommodate that.
Wow.
Let's see.
Wow.
The woman returned to Steven to slam him for his disrespectful proposal, but was told by the bloke that she should be supportive of him as his friend. She added, "I told Steven that this proposal was honestly really disrespectful and seriously kind of messed up, to which he told me I was being insensitive and should be supportive as his friend rather than talking down to him." Commenters on the post were also livid with Steven's actions, though, as they said he purposefully ignored his girlfriend's wishes and proposed to her in a way that she knew would be uncomfortable. I mean, that's understandable. If she, especially, I think, to a certain extent, most women have an idea of how they want it to go, down to the ceremony. So that's a pretty easy request to honor. I don't know why he didn't do it. I understand his romantic inclinations. It's where they met, but it is at a bar in front of a bunch of people who have been drinking. So you don't want any, sophomore comments from the peanut gallery. But man, that's a tough one. I feel for them both, but disrespectful technically, but it's not like he meant it. He meant it like, ooh, this is gonna disrespect her. This is gonna piss her off. I don't think there was any ill intent, any motive there, but that's a pretty easy request to honor, man. Like, did he want a bunch of people to cheer and tell him how cool he is for proposing to his girlfriend? Like, why wasn't a private proposal? Why was that not possible?
Yeah, I think Layla will be able to give some good insight on this from a female perspective. But from what my take will be real quick is that I feel like I'm on her side actually with this because she he's doing the proposing, meaning it has to get done by him. And she, whether she had a way that she wanted to do it or not, under the stars, under whatever, it doesn't matter. She had a way she didn't want it to be done, which was in a public place in places like a bar, which is what he exactly what he did. So I feel like I mean, I agree with you on the sense he didn't do it with ill intent, but he still did it in a way that uh, was known was not going to go well. Now, the fact that she said no doesn't mean that she can't say yes in the future, but it was an in the moment thing where it's like, absolutely not. Not like this, not here. So, like, I get it and I understand it. And I mean, it kind of sucks, but also do better. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's not about you. It's about whatever your girl wants, as long as she don't want you to like put on pink leather pants and do it or some weird shit like that. Just all right. You don't want it in a public place? Cool. I'll take that. Now I can formulate my proposal and make it in a private setting. But yeah, man, you really dropped the ball on that one. She's not going to forget that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. People are very picky. I don't know. It just seems like somebody in the chat said she wanted an excuse to leave him. Like it just seems like she is very she wants things the way she wants it, and I feel like he was trying to, maybe she's probably pretty assertive and he wanted to take control of it and take the lead, but it just sounds very bizarre. Like what do you gain from this? Like what did you need? Like why did you have to do that? It's like it's weird, but I don't know. I wouldn't break up with somebody. I don't know. I'm really a passive person. Like it takes a lot to get me pissed off, but just it must have been messy. It must have been messy.
Yeah.
Like it must have been like his friends and just gross. And you're just like, and in the moment she was like, is this my life? Like that type of stuff. And just, like that type of moment. And yeah, I could see myself getting pissed. Like, you're going to take me to the Harris in Vegas and say we should get married there or something, like, it just real ratchet maybe. So I don't know. It seems like there was a lot going on. I get a lot of simp energy from him, and this was his one way to like get his control back. But yeah, I think especially ladies like this, she sounds like this isn't the first time she complained. Let's just say that. Yeah, it sounds like a disaster. I would just be like, oh, thank you. I'm happy to be getting married. Like, I appreciate that. Like, that would be the main thing. Otherwise, but if it is that trashy, if it is just ratchet, then yeah. Like, I'm sick of your friends. I don't like your friends. This is not what I pictured for myself. That type of thing. Yeah, I can agree. But otherwise, it's like, who cares? I don't care if I'm outside. But no, that's where they met. So she was there.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm saying.
What's the problem?
I can understand him wanting it to be there, but if she's made it clear, don't do this, then yeah, man, you got to rethink.
That's some weird stuff. That's some weird communication.
I don't know.
You got to
maybe I'm different
plan.
Because for me personally, I would do that. I don't even want to. I work in bars. I work security.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in bars at all.
Yeah.
So for me to do something of that significance, it wouldn't be in a bar.
Yeah, we're gonna propose at work. Nah, hell no. I ain't trying to do that shit.
Yeah.
Well,
like, hold on, babe. I'm gonna propose in a second, but I need to go kick somebody out.
Since we're talking about proposals, I proposed to my wife, not where we met, because we met in like first grade, so I wasn't gonna propose. No, babe, come on, let's go back to our elementary school. Just trust me. But we used to. Hey, trust me, fool.
Yeah, hey, trust me, fucker.
So there's this place in Monterey where you turn off of this street called Del Monte, and you go up this hill, and when you get on the other side of the hill, there's a beach, but then there's these houses right there. On all the houses have like glass balconies and stuff, and you can feel the ocean spray. They're so close, but it's a really nice part of the beach. So people park there. One side of the street you can't park because it's for residents, but the other side is public parking. So everybody parks there, and then there's a path that goes down to the beach, and there's benches there. So we used to go there and hang out. She would come by and hang out with me on my lunch break or whatever. We go there. If we went to Monterey, that was kind of our spot to hang out. So I took her there at sunset and then proposed to her there. And it was just me and her. There were like people around, like on the walking path. It wasn't like a bar where it's packed and you're the only spectacle. But when proposing, you definitely have to cater it to your woman, because the way you have to think of it is think of her telling the story of your proposal to her friends. And are they going to be impressed? Is she going to be excited? If it's not something that sounds good, she's going to tell to her friends, then you need to change your proposal, because the proposal is not for you. That's just the way it is. So cater it to her as much as you can. Put as much thought into it as you can. Just do your best. Whatever that is, do your best. Try to be thoughtful. That's it. But if she says the one thing I don't want is for you to propose in a public place, take that and put that on the back burner and don't do that shit, dummy.
Yeah, you made my heart skip a beat when you said sunset, Jericho. That was deep.
Beautiful, right?
I know. I'm just like, oh,
gorgeous, crashing waves.
But here's the thing too, is that you thought it out, and I mean your scenario is obviously different. I mean, you've known each other for a long time, but you thought it out. It don't seem like this dude thought it out. He was just like, oh yeah, I mean, I could do it where we met. Like, fucking, what if you met in Target? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go on Target next to the fucking the Satanist merchandise and be
the
like,
pride display. Get on one knee.
You know, I've been together for such a long time.
Since we're in Target, don't you like Target? Fucking idiot. Thought into it, man. It's not for you, it's for the woman. And the more thought you put into it, and the better proposal it is, you're only setting yourself up for success. How do you think she's going to repay your thoughtfulness? What do you think is going to happen when you get home? Think about it, fellas. You're putting credit in the account. The more excited she is, oh, that was thoughtful. You're only helping yourself. Help yourself out. Help you.
Agreed.
So the last of the fuckery 5, and this is a doozy. This is on the New York Post. So this is a fucking American website where ain't got no weird words and no strange ways of measuring things. Here we go. No stones and kilometers and meters and shit. All right. So this says, I founded. Now, what the hell does this stand for?
You know it's a mess if it's,
So I founded SNCTM, the world's most exclusive sex club. It ruined my marriage. No shit, asshole. That only works in movies. Swinging is some shit you do before you get married. Swinging with your wife, that is a gamble. So it says, from hardcore recreational sex to sensual recreational weed and erotic gourmet dinners, the king of kink is drastic. Hey, that does sound good. A sensual recreational weed and erotic gourmet dinner. The king of kink is drastically changing his prurient lifestyle and business model, almost. For nearly a decade, beginning in 2013, handsome former model Damon Lawner ran Sanctum, short or often branded. Oh, okay, so it's Sanctum without the fucking vowels in it. Billed as the world's most elite and erotic sex club. The lucrative endeavor, with kinky events from Beverly Hills to Manhattan and Moscow, got him out of a deep financial hole and ultimately made him a millionaire. You mean you can make a lot of money if you organize places for people to get together and fug? But this and
niggle.
Yeah. Hey, that's a different building. No niggling and don't niggle in here. But his involvement turned the father of 2 into a modern satire, enjoying the club's erotic pleasures while destroying his marriage. But before the sweet and sour sniffles put a damper on any and all sex club activities, a sated Lawner sold his business and cashed the check. Oh, you can see she's fixing his tie with her titties out. That reminds me of one time when I was delivering pizzas and this girl answered the door, and the girl sitting behind her in a chair had her titties out. But anyway, somebody's about to get bit.
Nothing is growling.
And next month on the Sunset Strip, he's opening Puzzle, a plush fine dining club with a risque theme, naturally. He's also begun hawking another new venture with what else? A sexual vibe. Sex weed is a new strain of marijuana that he claims intensifies making love. Shut the fuck up. It might intensify your munchies, but it ain't going to make having sex feel better. The rapper Snoop Dogg is already helping to market it, along with word of mouth from other celebrity pals, but that's not all. Lawner, 52, reportedly has a TV series in the works based on his life with the producer Brad Falchuk, Gwyneth Paltrow's husband, and the co-creator of TV's American Horror Stories and Glee. In 2017, Lawner first mentioned the project in an interview with The Post and also noted that Paltrow and Falchuk, then dating, were among the celebrities who attend the club. Paltrow's Goop website, that website called Goop, gave Sanctum a rave review, billing it as LA's exclusive erotic theater. And the site's editor did a Q&A with Lawner. And Lawner, currently the subject of a very candid 8-part podcast, Sanctum Unmasked, narrated and produced by Carly Ciortino, who pens Vogue's online sex and relationship column. So there's somebody grabbing some titty. So how does an out-of-work middle-class guy with a wife and 2 young daughters and $1 million in debt after maxing out his platinum card even come up with the idea to get out of his financial hole by opening a sex club? In Lawner's case, it was an obsession that began when he was 6 years old. I had my first sexual experience. No, you were molested, bruh. I was a 6-year-old boy, and my mother's sister, who was 13 or 14 years old, was being molested by another relative, and she would come into my room and she would play out that stuff with me. So I was exposed to full sexuality. My childhood was absolute chaos. That's fucking horrible. He believes unquestionably that there is a direct correlation between those bizarre sexual experiences at such a young age and starting a sex club later in life. You think? And with sexuality becoming kind of a focus of my life, he says. That's terrible. By starting Sanctum, what I was doing was creating a state in which I could normalize some of the stuff that was going on in me and turn it into some kind of celebration. In a way, Sanctum was a healing process, he believes. It was very destructive on some levels, and it was completely wild and crazy. I wanted to be special, and I wanted to be appreciated, and I wanted to be loved. I eventually realized Sanctum wasn't the place where I could find happiness and peace. Yeah, 1 marriage later, dummy. If I could go back in a time machine, I would have done this opening the club, and I would have found a way to make a living, but I was broke. I was desperate. I needed to do something, and it was a choice to make, and I made it. One couldn't make up Lawner's frenetic life in fiction. And that's Gwyneth Paltrow and her little husband. It says in the podcast, he describes himself when in his teens as resembling a gorgeous California surfer boy. He was discovered by a scout for the fashion photographer Bruce Weber. He made me feel really beautiful. And he would model for the likes of Versace, pose with Christy Turlington, and even have his visage on a Sunset Boulevard billboard. Then came the dark side. By the time he hit 25, Lawner says he was addicted to heroin, was selling drugs to survive, a time when death sounded like a really good option. After a successful stint in rehab, he met his future wife, Melissa Burning, 18, also a gorgeous model and daughter of an economics professor. So at 25, you married an 18-year-old. It was like, boom, done. They moved in together. So that's them when they got married, young and hot. And after 5 years, they wed in Vegas. I saw us as the modern bohemian couple, the it couple. They got a house above the infamous Chateau Marmont Hotel on Sunset Boulevard, best known as the place where comedian John Belushi overdosed on heroin. Okay. Is that the selling point? Back then, he and Melissa partied hard, hung out with a melange of young celebrities, Cameron Diaz, Sandra Bullock, among others, and recreationally did the sensation-altering drug MDMA, better known as ecstasy or Molly. But Melissa wanted to settle down. She wanted a traditional life, and she says and have a family. In 2005, when Lana was 35, Melissa became pregnant, and Damon was thrilled. I mean, that makes sense. Two young people, one in their 20s, one in their late teens, partying and all that kind of shit. That part makes sense. They bought a home in Hancock Park, an upscale neighborhood in LA. They were living the high life, driving a Porsche, spending like crazy, mostly on credit cards. And then in 2008, the global financial crisis hit. Yep. I'm in Whole Foods, recalls Damon darkly in his podcast, $120 for groceries and my cards declined. This was the end of the road, and it nearly was. The beautiful it couple was broke, and the house foreclosed, the Porsche repossessed. We were homeless, says Damon. They were forced to sell off everything, even his adored Rolex, and were almost $1 million in debt to Amex. His father, son of a wealthy Long Island businessman, offered an option: join him where he lived in the exotic island of Bali, a province of Indonesia where living was inexpensive and laid back, and off they went. Oh, that's nice. You got your rich dad. Hey, just come stay with us in Bali. There, he became friends with the owner of a popular bar and began hosting parties and became a popular figure in Bali's nightlife scene. And the way he tells it, more titties. But word got out about his success, and soon a member of the Balinese mafia appeared demanding a piece of the action. And when Damon sort of laughed it off, he was kidnapped by the mob, his life threatened, and forced to pay a ransom.
Oh, no.
Melissa had it and demanded they return home, and Damon reluctantly agreed. It was now 2013. He declared bankruptcy, and the once bougie couple and the two kids were forced to set up housekeeping in a room next to his mother's kitchen. An attempt at selling real estate didn't work out. For entertainment, no more expensive partying. He began renting videos, and one that intrigued him was Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman film Eyes Wide Shut, about an erotic members-only sex club. For Damien, it was Eyes Wide Open. Virtually on the spot, he decided to open his own exclusive sex club for the 1%. The grand opening of Sanctum, also known as SNCTM, initially promoted on Facebook, was in March 2013 in a rented Beverly Hills nightclub with a lifetime membership fee of $1,500, with a promise of anonymity and with only the most gorgeous couples screened personally by Lana. The money rolled in. More titties. And as Carly Ciorentino, the sexy narrator of the Sanctum Unmasked podcast, says, one of the most elite, exclusive, and controversial sex clubs in the history of sex clubs was born.
They were so desperate for people.
Let's see. After a couple of years, the self-styled king of the swing purchased a rundown Tudor mansion close to Beverly Hills, fixed it up, and became known among the swinger cognoscenti. I don't know that word. Fuck it. As the Sanctum Mansion. And with the gorgeous women seemingly open to anything sexually, from straight sex to BDSM, the married father of two dove in headfirst, personally enjoying all the kinkiness. Before long, he was in full-time residence. His marriage was on the rocks, and he and Melissa eventually divorced. The heyday of the club was around 2017. Lana told the Post, that's when I moved into the Sanctum Mansion, and that's when I was really all in. I was drinking the Kool-Aid. It's probably not all he was drinking, and I was just in it and was all about it and was doing incredibly well. And I did come out of this a millionaire.
That was how I made a difference,
There he is again, smoking bad.
No titties.
No titties this time. Tittyless. And he sold Sanctum in 2019, and it wasn't a month or two later that COVID hit. It was an unbelievable stroke of luck, he boasts. The club under the new owner was closed for over a year. He says that one of his dreams has always been to start a mainstream business, but one that was exciting and sensual. And besides sex weed, this new marijuana business, it has been starting his fine dining club called Puzzle in West Hollywood. It's members only. It's not a sex club, and I don't want to have people having sex in there, but it's definitely foreplay for sexuality. People love sexuality, and they love to meet people, and they want to come with partners. I've already sold 60% membership, and I have a great client list celebrities and people who believe in me. So, that's a lot, Mr.
Yeah.
Weed and Titties. But
Weed and titties.
like I said before,
and bony booties.
yes, but you're playing with fire. Your wife or your spouse, that's some serious shit. Unless you're 100% sure it's a real gamble to take your spouse into something like that, because you're gonna get pulled in a different direction. Some other people are gonna want a piece, and you're probably gonna see some shit that you don't want to see, or hear some shit that you don't want to hear, and it's all bad. You can't shake that. Once that's in your mind, that image is in there, you can't shake it. And hell no. I mean, if it's your girl, your girlfriend, and you guys want to try some shit, you guys aren't married, you don't have kids. These fools had 2 kids. Hey man, get it. Get in there and get weird. But to be married first, that's some crazy shit.
This fucking story.
That's some weirdo stuff.
Okay, so before we got to the whole, it was modeled after Eyes Wide Shut, I was in my mind already thinking this is Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah.
But on a smaller scale, because that movie delves into a lot of other stuff.
That was wild.
We can't talk about here. But that's what I was thinking. I was like, dude, this is awful. This is like the headline is like, yeah, I started a sex club and it ruined my marriage. Yeah. Did you think it was gonna fucking aid and bring you guys closer? No, this is insanity for the most part. But I do like the fact that he admitted, I was broke, I was desperate, I did a business move, and this is, I ended up walking out of this a millionaire. And that I can respect. But you're still kind of fucking insane. So welcome to episode 7 of Stop the Fuckery.
Yeah.
There was a lot of fuckery exuded in that
that was some weirdo stuff.
Story. Yeah.
Like especially after you guys have kids. Like, you guys have made a life. You've made humans. You have made 2 human beings together. And now good night, babe. Yeah, good night. I'll see you in the morning. I'm off to work. Where's your work? Oh, a sex club? Nah, what the fuck are you talking about? Nah, hell no. Of course, this is a train wreck. I agree, Gian. I think his heart was in the right place, just not his brain, the big brain. But, he saw his family's life changing and slipping away, if you will. So, he felt he did what he had to do. But, man, that just wasn't very smart. Like, how did you think this was going to end?
Yeah, not because that's forever on your resume. Like
we're not letting that one go. That's in here forever. That's on your permanent record. You're not gonna and imagine, fellas, imagine if your wife had the bright idea to open a sex club and you somehow agreed to it. She's going off to the sex club job by herself. And not so much she's gonna do something wrong, but you think some guy's not gonna come on to her or try to hit on her or rub his dick up against her or something? Like, come on, I'm thinking. Ew. Remember next Friday? Hey, what's that on your pants? I don't know, it's probably yogurt or something. Like, what are you talking about? You ain't coming in here with no fucking not coming in here with no stains on your clothing. Get out of here. Shit. So let's show some love to these generous folk real quick, if we may. Hey, thank you, Hoser. This is also a Christian from up there in America's hat. And he might have been the one that said this earlier, but does the husband sleep in the wet spot? And the answer is definitely. He's definitely a wet spot sleeper, and he's fine. Pretty soon, his body temperature warms it up, and it's no big deal, right? Right. Billy Painter, Bad Billy, thank you. Says R.I.P. Tina Turner. Unlike Aunt Pearl Maxine Waterhead, Tina was a real strong black woman. Yes, she was. And I mentioned earlier on my live, when I talked about it, that I never heard of her, espousing into that leftist nonsense, any of that, entertainment industry garbage. She may have believed it and lived it or whatever, but she never let that shit get out. She never, bludgeoned people with her bullshit. So big shout out to Tina Turner. Layla, I think this next one might be directed to you. Mr. Comic 2009 says Layla has a sexy voice. I'm sorry. So there you go, Layla.
What about me?
Take that. I guess they didn't like ours. They don't like our fucking voice. But...
We're like, let's switch it up. Oh my God, it's gonna be so much fun today. Like fucking
Layla's getting all the voice props. Endo Slim. I was just going to ask, man, where you been? But I guess you're explaining it. Thank you. He says, just tied the knot on the 20th. Awesome camping trip. Spent a week in the mountains. I remember you mentioning that before you got married. Congratulations, man. That's awesome. What perfect episode for you to come in on. But congratulations. Wish you a long and happy life together. Enjoy being married and then start making children. That's my advice. And the best part, one of the best parts about it, is they're fun to make. Thank you, David M, as in new member, David M. He said this episode is fire. What happened to 6? Whose womb is loaded? Fuck Joe Biden. Pelosi, alcoholic. Feinstein, decrepit. New scum, punk. All true. But the silver lining with Dianne Feinstein is she is retiring. So we will get rid of that artifact. Finally, they will probably find a good tomb to put that mummy in. We're good to go.
She's retiring in many ways. She's retiring from the earth.
She's
retiring from her job. Yeah,
she's done. Even one of her eyes quit on her. So she's finished. Mr. Comic 2009 making a statement that I believe we already knew. Says, I like women.
I like women.
I don't like men's no more. I like women.
Okay. Like
shit.
That poor son of a bitch. I like women.
Yeah, that is gold right there.
Okay, so I think we're to the fuckery poll here.
Yes. Oh, matter of fact, Jericho, post it a couple of times because people do miss it.
Damn it. No problem. Hold on, let me get this.
Don Zuckschwert said, did I hear right? Joe Biden made today George Floyd Day? Did he?
You better not. You don't play with me, Mr. Zuckschwert. Don't fucking play around with me like that. Because if that son of a bitch did that, I'm going to have the greatest live stream I've ever had tomorrow.
Fuck. Oh, he did die. He did die on May 25th, though.
Don't you dare tell me that Sloppy Joe fucking, here's the poll real quick. There you go. Boom. Don't you tell me that he named this George Floyd Day, because I can't take that. Hold on, I'm looking this up right now.
Yeah, I know. I remember when I first.
Don't spoil it for me. Don't tell me. I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, we're a well-oiled machine. I think he shows up every day about 5:30. You got it.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, it does say here that a mayor declared. What does it say? On May 25th, 2022, declared George Floyd Remembrance Day by Mayor Turner, whoever the fuck that is, in Houston.
What the fuck? A day of remembrance? His family don't even remember him.
Yeah, they're like, George. That's right,
bro. I saw that the documentary, The Greatest Lie Ever Sold by Candace Owens, and they interviewed his roommates, and they were like, he was our roommate for 4 years, and we never saw his family. They never came to visit. He never even talked about it. So, but once they start writing them ghetto lottery tickets, then they're like, "Oh no, oh my brother," and man, shut the fuck up.
And they start talking like Justin Pearson and shit, fucking. And then there's justice, and they said, the niggle will.
And the niggle has always been under the boot of the white man. Shut the fuck up. That fucking Ku Klux Trans member in San Francisco who got shot at the Walgreens. Her mom came out of the woodwork, and that bitch's name is Kevin Isha. Her mom's name is Kevin Isha. And come to find out that the person went by Banco Brown, the person who got shot.
Yeah.
And it turns out Banco has a twin brother, and they've both been on their own, homeless in the streets of Oakland since they were 13.
Oh,
and
good.
Here comes mom after there's a potential lawsuit talking about my baby. Bitch, why don't you take your baby in so she wasn't stealing from Walgreens getting killed? And out on the streets. Look, I don't care if I lived in Mayberry. I don't want my children out on the streets at 13. Oakland? You let your kids go homeless in Oakland. But now it's a payday. So now it's
yeah.
That funeral too, that Emmett Till 2.0. Oh, the fallen soldier. It's like
fallen.
what?
George Floyd got what? 5 funerals in a golden casket?
God. They're like, let's do it like they did Emmett Till. Trust me, it will get attention.
I think
they had a big flower thing with Banco.
It's fucking ridiculous.
And
where are you people before? All these people, all they fell through the cracks and all this. You knew her. Why didn't you take her in and help her instead of flying around her carcass trying to pick at her bones and get some publicity? I think the whole George Floyd thing, as far as the gold casket, the 5 funerals, and all that bullshit, all the fanfare, and George Kirby didn't Nancy Pelosi called him George Kirby. Thanks for dying, George Kirby. But I think if you took that big pile of George Floyd shit and you stuck your hand all the way in up to your shoulder, like they wear those gloves when they're inseminating cows and shit. If you reached all the way down to the bottom of that pile and you pulled out the weirdest nugget from this George Floyd pile of shit, it would be when Nancy Pelosi and other members put on kente scarves and kneel down for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. I was like, if the meteor doesn't hit this fucking planet right now, what the fuck is this? And how long did it take all those old motherfuckers to get up after kneeling down for 8 minutes and 46 seconds?
And Pelosi was like, look, I got my doctor to give me that special injection. I got 3 minutes I can take a knee. And we're going to do this. One thing I have to say, Pelosi, she stayed ready. Whatever she was getting on injected or whatever, she was ready. She was like, well, you gonna do it. You got to get your old ass down here.
She's on 8 minutes and 46 seconds. Fuck. Let me take a drink of that vodka, then I'll do it.
Yeah. Vodka keeps you young.
Let me hit that Grey Goose. And then
does anybody have Patron?
Like if you kiss her on the mouth, you can't drive because you're gonna fucking just through her skin. You're about to be fucking, but you're at least gonna be buzzed. You're gonna be buzzed like to the level where you get talkative. Like you're not drunk yet, but you're opening up. You're the life of the party. That's how buzzed you're gonna be if you kiss that bitch. Gross.
All right, so let's check the poll real quick.
I'll add it one more time.
Vote or die.
Okay.
Remember that shit, and then all the celebrities involved in it weren't even registered to vote.
Yeah, vote or die. It's like
vote or die. Like vote or we're gonna kill you. Am I registered?
Do you want to just do it? You want to just vote this one time or what?
Am I registered? No, but vote or die.
But I'm alive though. You know what I mean? Holy fuck.
Meteor.
Fantastic.
Meteor.
I love it here.
Fucking love it here. Okay. Fuckery fails. This is gonna be fun.
After fuckery fails, we will we'll pull up the poll again, and then we'll let everyone know who's the winner.
I don't know.
All right.
Partake in the poll. Back it up.
I'm ready.
What the fuck is this?
What happened?
No, it's just fucking ads. Okay. This is going to be all bad. You can already see this one's This is not going to end well for all parties involved. Okay. Bam. Fuckery fails. Let's go. Oh, you're back. Oh.
Fuckery fails couple edition.
Yes.
No.
No, what are you doing? What are you doing?
What?
Dude,
Oh, yeah, we did it.
That could have been all new front teeth for her.
We're just so silly. We're having fun. What?
He fucked his breakfast up.
Oh. Get that dog away from the table.
He's gonna get a lot of Spanish words thrown at him later.
Yeah.
Get it. Fuck, she's down there. Get her. He's gonna start humping her.
I mean, it's like, okay.
Idiot. Too old for that shit. Right in the face. Knew it. Stop with that shit.
Come on, man. You know that was
Right, you ever seen the one where Mike Tyson falls on his back off of one of those things? Oh.
I have, yeah. That was years ago.
Poor Mike.
It died.
He's coming down. Look, man, you spilled my beer.
For about 3 weeks, and this is the final moment. She gets to put the final piece in.
Moment.
Oh,
Or does she?
Fuck that.
Oh, get out. Get the
Divorce.
fuck out of my house.
Immediately.
Dude,
Immediately no.
Where's the rest of his neck?
I know, he's different. He's long.
Idiot.
Like Slender.
Idiot. You're too old for this shit.
Hold on, guys. Lish is on my shoulders. What's going on?
Idiot. Come on. Come on.
No, let's not do that ever.
Come on. I'm throwing that thing in the oven. Get out of here. Yeah, you too old for this shit. What are you doing?
Oh, damn.
Fucking idiot.
Oh, shit.
1, 2, 3, 4. I count out loud.
Okay.
Are you there?
Jeez, man. Dude, the internet have fucked people up. The human race is
It really has.
Oh, no.
Don't make any sudden move.
Bitch. Oh.
Oh, it's gonna cost you like $700 now, you dummy.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
My wife would be so fucking mad. Oh! Granny needs a new kneecap now.
Yep. I was like, that's not going to end well.
Granny needs a whole new fucking kneecap. The internet did this. Internet has people doing this stupid shit.
That's true. Yeah, that shin is going to hurt.
Ooh, damn.
You choke slam him?
Fucked him up.
No. Immediately no. Oh, that sucks.
If that's in Florida, you're eaten by a gator.
Immediately.
What the heck? What are you doing,
Ew.
fool?
Hey, fool, like, is it even in there, fool?
Oh, somebody jacked
Funny.
That is fucked up, man. Oh,
Dumbass.
Man, everybody.
Do you know the U.S. solar companies?
Hold on, that was fucked up. They fucking somebody took the ring out of there. And he
That's
busted out
messy.
the
Yeah, he looked really worried, like legit, like yo, like where's my shit?
I
Hold on a
know,
second.
right? I would be pissed.
1 second. Let me get through this stupid ad.
Hey fool, where's the ring, fool? Cause like,
Where's it at?
Where's it at, fucker?
Why are you fucking around, man? My parents are here, eh?
Paco, stop! Like it's somewhere, fool. Like if it's not there, it's somewhere.
It's somewhere, fool. Okay,
Out
here
of
we
the
go.
way, like
Water, not good. Oh man, you didn't bring a change of clothes or nothing.
oh, that's too bad. Man. Yeah, that's too bad.
Kids.
She's going right over.
For sure.
Uh-oh.
Is that the ring? Oh,
damn.
Wait a minute. The ring went in the water.
Oh, no.
Son of a bitch.
How? What the,
That's
is it his foot slipped or what?
He dropped it. I think it slipped out of his hand or something.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man. You can hear the clink.
Oh, that's brutal.
That shit is gone.
Oh, he's dead. He's dead now. He lost life at about 20 seconds. Oh man, that was so cool. Can you do it again?
Oh, awesome, dude.
Not a good sign, folks. I
Sweet.
don't know what happened, but that is not.
Dude,
a
I'm still
good
tripping on
sign.
homeboy dropping that
This
shit
is
in the lake.
why I should never. Can you see it?
No.
Trusted my girlfriend.
You're out of here.
Oh really? Cool.
Boom!
I got it on camera.
I mean, that would make a dope
I knew
picture.
that was gonna happen.
Dumbass. Was that two chicks getting married? Fucking stop.
That was
Oh,
God.
no! That's fucked up.
Yeah, she ran away, huh?
Damn!
She just ran away. I don't know.
Oh, that is fucked up.
She was like, hell no. No, this isn't going to work, buddy. You need both hands.
Terrible idea. Oh, who's driving to fucking flying the drone? No.
Oh,
no.
shit.
No.
Yes, bitch.
No.
Stop. It's
That's a beautiful man right there.
Fuck that.
No.
Damn, that girl ran away. That was fucked up.
Yeah, wow. She ran too. Like she ran like it was a horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, somebody's
And
getting
there
fired.
goes your cake.
And those are not cheap. Wedding cakes are expensive as shit.
Yeah, they are. And delicious. Oh yeah, she's going over.
She's out of here. She's fucking out of here.
Wipe out.
Oh!
Ooh.
Could have been all man.
Yeah. You're going right in the water.
No.
First time on a swing.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh, right in your ball sack. Told you, stupid. Right in your ball sack.
Oh no. Gold.
Oh,
Pure gold.
look at his foot. Oh, that's already starting off bad. Damn.
Yep, down they go.
Damn.
It's
You
not.
good?
It's not gonna make it.
Oh, you fucking idiot.
They have no awareness of waves,
Yeah,
bro.
have you guys ever seen an ocean? Don't you know how waves work? Get the fuck out of the way.
Somebody said white folks.
Stupid.
Oh my gosh, bro!
So he's pissed. That ain't the first time she did that shit.
Mm-mm.
That came from the heart. That came from a special place.
No, but he told her like 3 or 4 times before that. Stop hitting me in the
Like,
face.
remember when you ate all the Cheetos? Okay.
No,
Bitch.
no.
I'm tired of you telling me wrong hole. You know which one.
Oh God.
Dick.
Oh,
no,
he looked
like he told her more than once to stop hitting him in the face. She did it. He was like, that's it. Pack your shit.
Time to go.
So let's do our make me laugh.
Right. This is gonna be
holy hell. Holy hell.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
This is already starting off fucked up. Does this make me laugh or make me angry? Is this one?
If every video
I'm
makes
already angry.
laugh, we won. It's over.
I'm already angry at this one. What the fuck is this? All right, here we go.
Relationships, guys. Relationships.
To me, it tries to control the way I dress.
What the fuck is this?
Ooh.
Oh, Lord.
These poor bastards.
He says that he wants me to quote unquote match his fly. So
Is he failing in the fly department?
Your Honor, this is the thing with Cedric.
Turmeric.
Tamaric Johnson.
Yeah.
And look out! Look at right here. It says no children, no shit.
Oh God.
No, you don't have no fucking kids because you got. Right.
Oh fuck, man.
Your Honor, this is the thing with Cedric. Going back to me being a public figure, I'm a brand, and I'm really like I have to move and do and say and speak in a certain type of way, like because people are legitimately watching me for certain things, and my visual image is one of those things. I'm not saying that Cedric can't dress, but I pops flavor and I drip sauce everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck
yes,
man.
bitch.
Stop. Statistically, one of them has AIDS.
Oh.
Like,
They
why
have
is this?
They have his Facebook and his Instagram up there. Like, we're gonna be like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna follow this motherfucker. He drips.
I'm looking up right now.
Why is this being
I need to see
celebrated?
this.
Wow.
Like anytime I step out, I'm popping flavor, I'm dripping sauce. They already know I'm coming through, shutting it down. I just want my man to be a reflection of that. Like when they see him, can he be the Kanye to my Kim? Like can I get that? Like I don't feel like that's control. I don't feel like that's asking for much.
Turmeric or whatever your name was.
Turmeric and cumin.
All right, hold on a second. Let's say goodnight to my son. Right. You
At my wing.
Love
I
you.
just stubbed your toe in the couch.
Get out of here, boy.
Get out here, little niggle.
Yeah, come on, niggle.
Oh my God.
Love you though.
That's my boy.
Yeah.
Okay. Make me laugh. Oh, Bill Burr. This dude's hilarious.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite comics.
Yeah, he's one of the best.
Yeah, he's really funny.
His wife had him a little woke for a second, but he bounced back. I'm glad.
Before we go on to this clip real quick, Layla, do you have anything to say about that last clip?
I just want to say to Mark Johnson, I'm not able to find him on Instagram, so his sauce is dripping just in his, personal space, probably. But yeah, I'm actually working on a video where I talk about how the reason all these women are crazy out here is because they're suffering from sexual dysfunction. You got a lot of these dudes out here looking like that. You're gonna
That's
go
a no
crazy.
go. That's a no go.
You see that? You just
that's a no go. What the fuck is that, man?
No.
Yeah, it's wild in so many different ways because I mean, look at what the argument was. It's I want my man to, look like me and dress fly and all this. It's like this is what we're talking. This is a gay couple, might we add. This is what we're talking about.
Yeah, and why are you, dude? Honestly, statistically, one of those dudes, 50% of black gay dudes have HIV.
Wow.
So statistically, one of them has HIV. So why this is being celebrated and people are clapping like, oh, that's awesome? No, it's not. One of them is going to end up like Philadelphia. So Bill Burr, why are people still getting married? And this looks like, yeah, this is an old one. So it's funny because he's married now with 2 kids.
But I know is getting married. People, let me ask you a question. Why the hell do people keep getting married? You know what I mean? Isn't anybody looking at the stats? What's it like? 3 out of 4 marriages go right down the drain now? People, if you were going skydiving and they told you 3 out of 4 parachutes weren't going to open, you'd be like, yo, forget it. I'm not going. I don't like those odds. I'm just kidding, people. You know what? I'll get married. I'll get married the day I see a married guy who actually like looks happy. You know what I mean? Because every time you see a married dude, anytime you ask them what it's like being married, they always tell you it's good, but they have a look on their face like they have like an appendicitis.
No.
Oh, it's hilarious. You're like, yeah, you know, so what's it like being married? They're like, yeah, it's good. It's good. No, it's good. You know, it's a lot of work, but you know, it's good. You know, when you meet the right person and, you know, it starts to click, you know, it's a good thing. I enjoy it. You'll meet that person, you know, and you know. I can't feel my legs. No, you know, and you know. It's a good thing. Just
that may be true, but it's always people who aren't having a good marriage. There are people out there like myself who are happily married who would gladly tell somebody who asked that question, "Oh, it's great, man. You should try it. Just make sure you pick the right one."
I love women, though. This is my deal. I love women, but you know what I'm finding? I'm not compatible with them. You know? I'm serious. Women have like too much energy for me. That's what I've noticed, you know? Like you can't have a day off when you have a girlfriend. They just like see that open day. They're like, oh my God, let's go fill it up with some stuff. No, and then they just come at you with one horrible idea after another. Horrible ideas like, you want to make some sandwiches and go to the park? No, every one of their ideas involves like walking around, like looking at stuff. It's almost like they're trying to wear you down. After like 2 or 3 stores, you're like leaning on stuff. I don't care. Just buy something. I don't care.
I've been there.
Been there.
You know what the worst one is?
Yeah.
You ever get that one? You want to go to brunch? You want to go to brunch on Sunday?
Hey, as you guys know, I do love my wife, but yeah, she's done that shit before. I'm in the store there. I'm like, what the fuck? And I always tell her, especially if we're going grocery shopping, let's make a list. And she has literally said, no, let's just walk up and down every aisle. What? That's a nightmare. That's a nightmare. What? Dude. No, let's make a list, stick to it, and get the fuck out of here.
The thing is
dude, she loves that. Walking up and down every aisle, just looking at everything in that store.
You know, you got to understand that when you go shopping, you're not going shopping together for each other. You're going shopping for her. She's going shopping.
Then why do I gotta go? Why?
Yeah,
just do that.
You're there.
But no, I don't want to be there. No, hell no, man. I make a list, and like when I go with my kids, I have my son or my daughter hold the list so they feel like they're involved. Hey, what's next on the list? Get the hell out of here.
And inside you're like, no! But you can't say that. You got to keep them happy, right? So what do? You're like, yeah, let's go to brunch. What a great idea. Why would you want to sleep in on a Sunday when you can go pay $18 for eggs? Now you're thinking. Now you're thinking. Then we can sit around and listen to your friends have moronic conversations about the eggs. Like, is that pesto? Is that pesto in your omelet? Oh, it's asparagus. It's asparagus. I thought it was pesto.
Oh my God.
Oh, you just want to flip the whole table over and just run out of there.
I like to play black.
Yep. They know that's true. It is. I don't get it. Just going out to me like large groups of people, I just don't like it. It's not like I get fucking anxious and I start sweating, but I'm not a fan of being around a bunch of people. I just don't.
Same. Definitely.
Not the business for me.
The more people there are, the more potential there is for, fuck shit to happen.
Yeah, and especially when you throw some liqueur in that equation, that just ramps up the chances for some stupid shit, for some fuckery, if you will, even more. I don't do fuckery. I don't do the fuckery. That's why we're here.
No fuckery at all.
None whatsoever. So last video of Make Me Laugh. Blood Cuz on a date. Let's go.
Okay, what's gonna happen here?
Blood Cuz gonna write her a love letter. Bitches love letters. You know that I love you, as hard as it may seem, but ain't no type of love in the world like the type of love you get when you get your canteen and you get the 10-pack of noodles and sodas, nigga, with the 8-bag of chips, nigga, the 20-bag of cookies, nigga, then you gamble, you double up on the cookies, nigga, from the cellmate. Oh, still love, homie. 10 packs of beef jerkies, nigga. Ain't nothing fucking canteen day. That's real love, nigga. Real love. Searching for a real love. Blood is red. Crips is blue. Do you love the Lord, cuz? Because if not, blood, I just can't be religious on her, cuz. Oh, shit, cuz. Let me put my thinking cap on. Now, y'all, hold that right, y'all. This letter shit hard, cuz.
He put the candle. He lit the candle. He getting in the mood.
That shit horror, guys.
He getting in the mood.
It's not hard.
I've never seen a candle. No.
It's all about the ambiance. It's ambiance.
Yeah, he said the mood. Walk with a gangster.
Hey. Damn. Hey, come here real quick.
Who the fuck would do that? Go up and grab somebody else's girl. That's some foul shit. You asking for it.
Come on, nigga, let me tell you something.
Nigga,
homie.
what?
Huh? What? Me? Hold on, nigga, for Jesus, nigga.
Nigga, what's up, nigga?
Nigga, what's nigga?
No, nigga, ain't calm down, nigga.
My ass ain't on you.
What's up?
Was that spit? Was that spit?
Hey,
Was that spit?
Nigga,
Nah, I needed it, nigga. I ain't had water in days, nigga. Because first of all, that's not my girl, nigga. Nigga, that's my cousin, nigga.
That's your cousin?
Yeah, nigga, I'm trying to come hook you up. I used to date her best friend, my nigga. That's my cousin. Just got out the hospital, my nigga. Yeah, not real shit. Don't look at me like that, nigga, with them all squinties, my nigga. Do you understand what I'm saying, cuz?
No.
Blood.
Hey, man, go get your girl, dog.
Blood. I bang Bloods and Crips, nigga. I got other shit to worry about, nigga. Hood shit. You puckering your lips at me, cuz? You got heart-shaped lips, my nigga. Your lips is heart-shaped, my nigga. She gonna love those. Homie, just like, nigga, this is the shit. You solid, my nigga. When you work out at 24, she gonna like your lips, my nigga.
She ain't coming over here, though?
She gonna come, nigga, if you do this. Give me the squinties, nigga. Give me the squinties, nigga. She said she want me to fuck with you, my nigga, so that's why I'm here. I don't want to be no nigga to be hating. I'm not the hater. Just do that one time, my nigga. Do.
All right.
You got the hard shit. Now, fuck the number, nigga. Do this with your lips one time, cuz.
No.
Nigga, hell yeah, she gonna call you. Guarantees, nigga. You want me to promise, nigga? I promise, nigga. I promise I'm gonna call you, nigga. Nigga, I'm gonna fuck with you in a minute. I might hit you too on some G shit, my nigga. You smoke? Don't worry about that shit, bro. I'm gonna give her your number, family. You see me check that little bitch ass nigga? Yeah, a real nigga at work.
Blood Cuz.
Oh my God.
Crying?
No, I ain't crying. The fuck? Me crying?
Yes, you
Hell nah. This ain't no real tear. This is allergy tears here. Man, my retina, I had just had eye surgery 2 days ago.
Really?
Because I was cross-sighted when I grew as a kid. My retina was deprived of oxygen.
Oh.
Yeah, so singularly, I can't go back into my prior state until a tear drops, but it's not a cry. And today, too, I still got onions in my fingernail. You see that shit?
You know the teddy bear?
What you mean, in the moment?
Right now, fool, right now. Oh my God.
Ain't no fucking teddy bear in this house. What the fuck is you talking about? Who the fuck put the teddy bear right there, cuz?
You put the teddy bear.
Man, hell no, that was a pillow earlier, Lo.
It's just love.
That was a pillow earlier.
This is a good ass movie, cuz. He sat up there and did all them poems in front of all them people. Motherfucker was never scared.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, Blood Cuz. Let's go.
Never the little spoon. What are you doing?
Oh.
Rule number 1, you're never the little spoon.
like rides.
I want you to take me on a ride.
Yeah.
I know, because you a gangster.
Yeah. Now I got a Chevy in the garage right now.
Not that type of ride.
What kind of ride are you talking about?
You know the ride I'm talking about.
Which one? Oh, you out here trying to phone shit. Hey, you out here trying to phone shit. But wait, before I take them off, just gotta let you know something.
What?
I'm a beast in these sheets, babe. You can do this shit, girl. You can do this. So you want to do it today?
Right now.
I feel like you about to laugh at my pain.
Are you a virgin?
Me?
Girl, this dad is a virgin.
I said I was a Virgo. Oh, damn virgin. Blood cub, baby. I've been pounding cheeks for weeks.
Nah, don't laugh at that shit. This is real. Nigga just defended you. Your crib walk is. We gonna have to work on that. We gonna have to work on that. We wanna get together, huh? Nigga, how the doubt it is.
Leave for one moment and come back. I know. You see this mess. Okay, dude.
I don't know if you're coming across too many virgins at that age. No. Good luck. Especially dudes. Because from an early age, something is in your mind telling you to ditch that V card. Man, as a teenager, oh my goodness. That shit was crazy. Black has. So let's check on the
before you do, I think you have another super chat. I want to get to that.
Let's do that. I love those. Here we go. David M. Again, thank you, man. David M. Thank you. He says, I was on Pelosi's protection detail in Afghanistan for her to go rug shopping. 6 vehicles, 20 plus men and women. Talk about a waste of taxpayer money. Rug shopping? What the fuck? We're paying for you to go there and go rug shopping? No, you do that shit on your own time. That shit is weird, man. I had a good friend of mine. He knew police officers in the Bay Area when Gavin Newsom was mayor of San Francisco in like 2008 and shit. Yeah, he was doing some wild shit too. He was doing some wild shit in the mayor's office after hours.
When are they not?
I don't know if they were doing baking, but they were powdered substances all over the place. So tax dollars hard at work. That's a lot of resources. And not only is that a lot of resources for her to go rug shopping, but that's a lot of people's lives to put in danger so that fucking decrepit old liver spotted demon can go buy some damn rugs. And to put in which house? Which residence was she going to put him in? The residence where her husband had hammer time or somewhere else?
Hammer time. No. The hammer time house.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was all bad.
And to your left, you will see the hammer time.
You will see the hammer house. Oh, honey, babe, check and see if they do weddings at the hammer house. Let's get
a photo. You want to get a photo?
I want to get married at the hammer house. So let's see. We're gonna check out the results of Le Poll. Let me pull them up here.
It looks like what I thought is exactly what I thought it would be.
Let's see. Screen.
It's real in here.
There we go. All right. Results.
Let's see.
It's like the AI affair has won. Oh, that was hilarious. And the Sanctum Sex Club, bunch of perverts. A lot of perverts in here tonight. They love the Sanctum Sex Club, but definitely the AI affair. I mean, maybe unless the husband, they're basically living 2 separate lives. He's smashing some chicks on the other end. He's simp of the year. To know that your wife is basically cheating on you with whether it be an AI or a human being, or looks like it was real humans in the past, and you stick around? Is it that hard to find housing, to find a flat in England or some shit? Like, why are you putting yourself through that? But that AI affair, I don't think that's the last we're going to hear. That crazy shit.
No, we're gonna hear more of that. People are lonely.
I think for women, it's going to be the AI like she's doing with the whole chat thread, the chat bot. But for men, it's going to have to be like an actual doll.
Yeah,
like a robot.
No dude's going to be like, oh man, I'm emotionally attached to this woman and we talk and it turns me on. Nah, that's not gonna work.
No, there was a story where a robot, like this dude was talking to this robot chick and she ignored him. She just like, you guys should find that story. So yeah,
she wasn't even real and she ignored him.
She turned him down.
You were too boring for a fucking computer.
Yes.
The computer was like, sorry, I have a boyfriend.
Signing off.
But I think one of the main things about this AI affair story is that we didn't touch on is mental illness. I believe there's a level of mental illness there. I truly believe that.
Love is love. Love is love.
Mental illness is also mental illness. So there's that.
Yeah, obviously it gets bad. Obviously, by evidence by some of these stories, it can get real fucking bad. Man,
really quick.
Well, Layla. Oh, go ahead, Jim.
I was just gonna say, I mean, we are technically about to wrap it up, so we can have Layla do some closing statements and also, detail anything that you're working on.
Yes.
Any of that stuff that you want to plug your socials, all that stuff in there.
All that shit.
Oh yeah, I know. This was the relationships. You guys kept it pretty classy because these people as are not well in the head. So you guys kept it classy. So I applaud you because I know you found some crazy stuff. But yeah, so you guys find me. You can find me on YouTube, Propaganda Fluent. And I'm going to be just analyzing the culture. We're going to see how they pull it off, how they pull off all this bullshit. Because it's like nonstop lying, deceiving, and how are they actually pushing this storyline? Because the left does a really good job, but the right, they come hard in certain ways, but they got a lot to learn. But anyway, yeah, find me on YouTube and find me on Locals where I can actually go in on some topics.
Yep.
But it's way too much censorship. You can't talk about the they thems and the Transformers, and you gotta keep it okay. So yeah, find me on Locals for that. But yeah, there's gonna be my 2 episodes coming up are gonna be should women go to school? I don't think so.
Ooh.
Because just hold back, just watch, just stay tuned, subscribe, and see what I say because it's not what you think. But yeah, and another one is the storylines. We're going to talk about how they switch the storylines and Florida because they do a really good job of trying to demonize Florida. But the Transformer line didn't work, so now they're switching to the NAACP line.
Mm-hmm.
And are still just like it's falling flat. So the propaganda against that is not working. So I just dissect that. But yeah, I'm just glad to catch up with you guys. It's been so long. It's
been a minute.
Long. Yeah. So this has been fun. I'm traumatized a bit, but that's what it is.
Mission accomplished.
Looking side eye at anybody I see who has too much time on the AI, I'll be like, what are you doing?
Home records.
I'll be like, were you on Chat GPT for 4 hours?
I know, like.
Damn, what were you talking about?
It's not Chat GPT, okay? It's Bradley Cooper.
I know, right?
It's Idris.
Yeah.
It's Idris.
Hey, Bradley. Idris Niggle.
Idris.
I know.
Idris Niggle.
Speaking of socials, though, is because I think I already told you, Layla. I'm not sure if I told you, Jericho, but I will be back on Instagram starting next month. So
yeah.
Okay, no, you didn't tell me that. So good to hear.
I didn't know.
But I'll probably be on very limited. I used to post every day, all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Things are a lot different now. And I don't feel a lot of people are talking about the right stuff. So I had to take that step back. But but yeah, I mean, I feel like when I do get back on there, we'll see. We'll have to do some more lives and things like that because I'm sure we got to bring the band back together a little bit.
I'm down. It's always a good time to hang out with you guys.
Yeah. So
Definitely.
This is good that we could do this on YouTube though, because normal stuff we talk about will just get off of YouTube immediately.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, as Layla and I were talking about before we came on, once Locals steps its game up and gets more experienced in the game and offers more features, like right now I'll have to check because I'm on Locals on Monday for Major Mondays, but I have to check and see if you're able to share it and if I can bring on guests. Because then if we can get on a platform like that where it's just no holds barred, say whatever the fuck, and we can get this audience to migrate over there, I think we can really get some shit cracking because it is totally different on Locals. I say some shit I definitely could say here, and
Yeah.
so far not an email, not a hey we checked out and fact check, none of that bullshit you see on the YouTubes and the Instagrams of the world. So Locals,
you can do all
I like
the noticing you want.
Yeah, I love I like Locals so far. So again, once they get better, we definitely need to try to get over there because then we can really say what the fuck we want, take the gloves off. So I like that. But thank you, Layla, for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you for bringing your perspective on the relationships edition of Stop the Fuckery. This will not be the last time you will see Layla. If she will be so inclined, we will definitely invite her back. Tomorrow, I'll be right here on YouTube. I already have a list of things to talk about, one of which will be that little British niglet who thinks it's okay to go up in people's houses. And I saw another one where some lady was in the park sitting on the bench with her little dog, and he ran up and grabbed her dog and ran off and thinking it's funny. What do you think that lady thought? She thought you were taking her companion and running off with it, you little shit. And then he did an interview with Piers Morgan where he's like, I don't see the problem, Brev. I'm just fucking around. Like, man, you try that shit in America, it'll be toe tags. But check me out here tomorrow. Make sure you guys check the description box. It has GION's info platform. Same with Layla. Show some love. Show some support. I appreciate you guys. You were great. We were great, as in us. You were great, as in the chat and everybody watching. We appreciate it. Take care. See us again Thursday after next, GION.
Yes, sir. That should be like the 8th, I believe. In June.
All right. Who will the guest be? Well, you got to be here to find out. I appreciate it, you guys. Thank you for your time. And we out.
Yeah.